You know, it's easy to ignore how our body whispers to us until it starts to shout. Maybe your feet are colder than they used to be, or you feel a bit more tired walking up the stairs. That's not just aging. Often, it's poor circulation. Something we can actually do something about. Let me show you a small daily habit that might surprise you in how much it helps. One gentle way to start, just one warm glass every morning. You might not think of water as a circulation booster, but let me tell you, after 60, your blood flow starts to slow down a little. It's normal, but it can bring along some annoying companions: cold hands and feet, dizziness when standing, up, even trouble focusing. The reason? Your blood vessels may be less flexible and your body may need a nudge to get going in the morning. That's where this one simple glass comes in. I started recommending this years ago when I noticed how many of my patients over 60 came in with the same story, feeling sluggish or foggy first thing in the morning. One woman I'll never forget is Dorothy, 73, from Kansas City. She told me, "I used to sit in my kitchen, hands wrapped around my coffee mug just to warm them up. We tried adding one warm glass of water with a little lemon each morning, before her coffee, before breakfast. After a week, she told me, my feet aren't ice blocks anymore and I feel clearer." Same with Joe, 68, from Ohio, who was skeptical at first but gave it a try. "Doc," he said after a few days, "I think this little thing might be waking me up better than caffeine." It's not magic, but it's a small thing that reminds your blood to start moving again. What often helps? A warm glass of water with the juice of a quarter lemon, taken on an empty stomach. It gently wakes up your system, encourages hydration, and gives your circulation a healthy kickstart without needing anything fancy. Even something as humble as warm water can be a way to say, "I'm here, I'm paying attention to myself." It's not about doing everything, it's about doing one small thing with care, and that care builds up every day. Let's take another quiet step, this time right from your own floor. You see, as we age, the tiny muscles and nerves in our feet start to lose stimulation, especially if we're always in slippers or shoes. That matters because the soles of your feet are packed with blood vessels that help regulate your circulation. If they go ignored, your legs might feel heavy, your balance might suffer, and that can lead to falls or just plain discomfort moving around your home. I remember Mr. Wallace, 76, from South Carolina. He came to me with aching legs and constant tingling in his toes. "I feel like I'm walking on pillows," he said. He'd given up gardening because of how unsteady he felt. We didn't start with big changes. I simply asked him to begin walking barefoot for a few minutes each morning, on a clean, safe surface, wood floor, yoga mat, even a textured bathroom mat. Within 2 weeks, he told me, "Doc, I feel my feet again." Then there was June, 70, from Oregon, who used to watch the birds from her porch but never joined her husband on his walks. We added just 5 minutes of barefoot pacing around her living room each day. Soon she was doing laps on the deck, smiling the whole time. She said, "Turns out my feet just needed a little fresh air too." One of the easiest habits? Take 3 to 5 minutes each morning to walk barefoot on a smooth, warm surface indoors. If you have a soft massage mat or textured rug, even better. It gently activates your nerve endings and wakes up your lower circulation. Even the simplest touch of your feet on the ground can say, "I'm here, I'm moving." That little contact, daily, mindful kind, has more power than you think. Start there. Another gentle way to support your body is through how you breathe. After 60, it's common to slip into shallow breathing without even noticing. This means the lower part of your lungs isn't getting used, and as a result, your blood isn't receiving as much oxygen as it could. Poor oxygenation can leave you feeling tired, foggy, or even anxious. It also affects circulation, because oxygen-rich blood is what keeps every part of your body nourished and active. Years ago, I worked with Raymond, 74, from Colorado Springs. He came to me after a minor dizzy spell in his kitchen. He hadn't fallen, but he said, "I just didn't feel like I was getting enough air." He wasn't sick, he just wasn't breathing deeply. I taught him a simple rhythm. Breathe in for 4 seconds, hold for 4, breathe out for 4, and hold again for 4. He practiced it sitting by his window each morning. A few weeks later, he told me, "I don't know if it's the fresh air or the breathing, but I feel steadier now. Another woman, Lillian, 69, from New Hampshire, started doing this when she woke up feeling anxious. It gave me something to hold on to, she said, and I stopped feeling so rushed all the time. One of the easiest ways to help your circulation? Try a 4-4-4-4 breathing cycle once or twice a day. Inhale through your nose for 4 seconds. Hold exhale slowly through your mouth for 4 seconds and pause again. Do this for 2 to 3 minutes to gently flood your body with oxygen. Your breath is more than air. It's a quiet power. It's always there, waiting to steady you. With every slow inhale, you remind your body, I am present and I am safe. That alone begins to change everything. One small comfort that makes a big difference, warming your hands and feet before bed. After 60, many people notice that their feet feel cold at night or their hands are stiff in the morning. This happens because circulation tends to slow down in the extremities, especially during rest. Cold limbs can interfere with sleep, cause discomfort, and even lead to restless legs or cramping. The good news is, a simple warming habit can make nights more peaceful and mornings less stiff. I remember Evelyn, 72, from Milwaukee. She came in with a stack of sleep journals she'd kept, trying to figure out why she kept waking up at 3 a.m. My body just won't settle, she said. I asked her if she ever warmed her hands or feet before bed. No, she said. I thought that was just something people did in old movies. We tried a routine, a warm, damp towel gently wrapped around her feet each night, followed by rubbing them with her palms. Within a week, her sleep got deeper. I finally made it. To 5 a.m. without waking, she smiled. Then there was Carl, 77, from Nevada, who filled a small basin with warm water each night, soaking his hands for a few minutes. It's like my body knows it's bedtime now, he told me. What helps? Try holding your hands and feet under warm water or wrapping them with a heated towel before bed. Even 2 or 3 minutes is enough to improve circulation and help your nervous system calm down. There's something deeply human about warmth. It tells your body it's safe, it's loved, it's time to rest. Even the quiet act of warming your feet can be a whisper of comfort to your whole self. Let's not underestimate the power of simple foot movement, especially when seated. After 60, many people spend more time sitting, whether reading, watching TV, or resting. But when we sit for too long without moving our feet, blood tends to pool in the lower legs. This can lead to swelling, fatigue, or even discomfort when standing up. The calf muscles work like a second heart. They pump blood back up toward the chest. And when they stay still, circulation slows down significantly. I once met Harold, 78, from Indianapolis. He had no major health concerns, but often complained of heavy legs by the afternoon. Feels like I'm dragging sandbags, he said. During our chat, I noticed he sat very still, his feet flat on the floor, motionless. I showed him a small routine, lifting his toes for 10 seconds, then his heels. We called it tap and lift. Within a few days, he was doing it during TV commercials. I didn't realize something so small could wake up my legs, he said. Then there was Barbara, 70, from Georgia, who started doing this while reading her morning newspaper. It's like stretching from the ankles up, she laughed, and her legs stopped aching so often by evening. What often helps? While seated, lift your toes while keeping your heels on the ground, then reverse. Lift your heels while toes stay down. Do 10 repetitions of each a few times a day. It gently pumps the blood and keeps your lower legs active. Even sitting, you're not stuck. With a little motion, your body feels remembered, re-engaged. These tiny steps can carry you farther than you think, quietly, steadily, without strain. Adding a touch of warmth to your meals can do more than please your taste. It can help your blood flow. After 60, many people experience a natural drop in internal warmth, especially in the mornings and evenings. The body's metabolism slows down and blood vessels may not respond as quickly to temperature changes. Warm spices like cinnamon and ginger have been used for centuries to gently stimulate circulation, reduce inflammation, and support heart health without the need for medication. I remember Clara, 69, from Minnesota, who came to me one winter complaining about always feeling cold, no matter how many layers she wore. My hands are like ice, she said. She wasn't anemic, her blood pressure was fine, but her circulation was a bit sluggish. I suggested she start adding a pinch of cinnamon to her oatmeal. A few weeks later, she said, "It feels silly, but breakfast feels more like fuel now." Another man, Louis, 75, from Texas, was skeptical about spices. "I'm not a fan of hot stuff," he told me. But he gave ginger tea a try before bed, and within days he noticed fewer cold sweats and better digestion. "My belly and my feet thank you," he joked. What often helps? Start with a pinch of ground cinnamon in your morning oatmeal or a slice of fresh ginger steeped in hot water. Even once a day, these warming spices gently activate circulation and support your body from the inside out. Warmth can come in many forms: a kind word, a wool sweater, or a quiet spice in your cup. Let these little comforts remind your body that it's safe, strong, and worth every small act of care. Let's talk about something softer, but just as vital as vitamins or walking: human touch. As we age, especially after 60, we may find ourselves getting fewer hugs, handshakes, or even brief pats on the back. But touch is more than emotional. It has a direct effect on circulation, heart rate, and stress hormones. When we feel physically connected, our body releases oxytocin, which helps reduce blood pressure, soothe anxiety, and improve blood flow. Without it, the body can slip into quiet loneliness, which wears on the heart over time. I remember Mr. Franklin, 74, from North Carolina. He'd lost his wife a few years back and told me, "I can go days without touching anyone." He wasn't depressed, just isolated. I asked him to try something simple: greet his grandson with a hug instead of a wave. Weeks later, he smiled and said, "I forgot how much I missed that." Then there was Naomi, 70, from Utah, who started every morning, placing one hand gently over her chest, breathing slowly just to connect with herself. "It's like I'm reminding my heart it still matters," she said. It wasn't dramatic, but it grounded her in her own skin. One helpful practice? Aim for at least one kind physical connection each day: a hug, holding a hand, or simply resting your palm over your heart while breathing deeply. If you have a pet, even that gentle contact counts. Touch is not a luxury, it's a language, and it tells your heart, you're not alone, you're still here. That reminder can soften the edges of a day and bring warmth where it's most needed. If even one of these ideas made you pause and think, "I could try that," then this time together was worth it. Let me know in the comments what spoke to you most. Don't forget to subscribe and tap the bell so you won't miss the next video. You're not alone, you're stronger than you think, and life, it still holds your hand gently but firmly.